That's a slurp.
That's not a beer.
Yeah, what the hell? His mouth's been full this whole time. He can't talk.
Yeah, that's not alcoholic. I don't know what he's doing over there.
So from what we discussed, does everyone feel like they have shit to go through, or is Armando going to catch you sleeping?
I got at least one of those three things, so I think that's good enough.
I have one card.
Yeah,
I have one card that's done all three.
yeah, exactly. It overperformed, it underperformed, and you should pick it up.
Well, if it overperformed, you should definitely pick it up.
Is commemorative photo a good pick? I don't know.
Hell yeah, man.
Hey, it took a win and an official tournament.
Fight Night 6.
And you could say overperforms.
Oh yeah.
Cool. I don't think Matt's coming. I sent him a message seeing if he's going to be involved. He didn't respond, so...
Maybe his dog took over his computer.
No, he's kind of on baby duty, so he's probably... He might come in. We'll just leave it as like a guest appearance if he arrives.
You think it's going to change the meta, that box?
I think I'm going to play Golden Frieza. I get it.
Set 1?
Yeah.
Hell
I've been
yeah.
trying to make him work. I love that leader. It's
Me
one
too.
of my favorites.
Dude, everybody, like, that leader's so sick.
Yeah, they should reboot him and just make him a bit better so he's playable.
If
He is
he's a bit
playable,
better, yeah, if
dude.
he's a bit better, he's snapped.
As soon as he's a little bit better, he's fucking broken. Like, that's just...
All they need is on the unawakened side when he attacks, he draws. That's all they could add. Just to
But that'd
make
be
it
too
a little-
much.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that
It'd
would
be
be
too
too much.
Yeah, you'd have to take away his pop, untap one, draw one on the front side if you gave him a draw.
If you gave him a draw, you could pop and restand energy, but you wouldn't be drawing then in that case. Like, that would be the balancing effect, which to me isn't worth it.
No.
What about filtering it where when he attacks, you pitch a Frieza's army and draw 2, so it keeps you kind of...
You gotta
know
realize, you also don't need to swing with the leaders. Like, you can gain advantage without progressing your opponent's state.
I
Yeah.
would be okay with if when he swung, it's take a like on his front side, swing, take a life, and then either draw a card or pop a Frieza army and untap one, draw one, like kind of like a Soul Striker skill, or just give him an alternate awakening condition and have like the Soul Striker style skill.
Or just don't touch him, or we're gonna get another yellow Frieza leader banned. That's it.
Yeah, then next thing you know, we're all
Okay,
playing.
now we're destroying good content for...
Hey, it's
Yeah,
been
no
recording. I know when to hit that button. As soon as I see those beautiful faces, the button's hit.
Yeah, cut this and put it at the end then. Maybe. Or it's I don't care. Anyway, all right.
Get
are we getting
naked.
started proper? Yeah.
There we go.
Hey,
Good
by the
real
way,
Mary.
when are you doing those Rosas token?
The what? The Rosas token. The fuck
Yeah.
are these?
Your shirtless token. I thought
Oh,
about
there you go. You did.
I want a shirtless Rosas playmat. That's what I want.
Did you pay
And
me
then you
like
can
one of your
just put the
French
Team
girls?
Berserk in his groin area.
Yeah.
No, put it on his
Sure.
head, man, and leave the groin area exposed. That's
with the
Now
with
we're
the bow
talking.
rack. With the
There's
bow
not
rack.
much to see, so no.
oh,
With the
There we
That's
go.
weird,
That now these.
You realize this
is-
man controls editing.
There we go.
If you've ever watched any political campaigns, you can do real fucking magic with editing.
When
Yeah.
he went am on Applebee, so
That's true.
we're all good.
dude, the Applebee's was so rough. I was like, I'm gonna have to start distancing myself from these things.
Yeah, I don't know about this wacko over here in his fucking Applebee's. Hey, but
Right.
still, you said in the last one, someone else agreed with me. I'm not the only one.
You
We
drugged
stand proud. Okay, everyone, welcome to Berserk Team Talk number 10. And today we're going to be talking set 4 exclusively. Set 4. God damn it, guys. Why do we got to do these so late?
Just put
Wait.
the one in front of your
Just add 10. Just add 10 to the number.
good night.
4 plus 10, 14. Set 14, cross spirits. Set 3 would be cross worlds. So if it could have worked if I minus plus, whatever.
What
It's been a
was set
long
4?
fucking day. That was Colossal Warfare. See, I can remember
that set sucked.
that wasn't bad. It kind of
That was
boosted the
similar to
Turner
this
Power one. There was a couple SRs that were. There was a couple SRs that were like.
Lord Slug was like the best deck that came out of that. Lord Slug,
Yeah.
Harudegarn, and
Hey.
Harudegarn was broken actually when Storm came out. So
Yeah,
I'll
exactly.
retract.
That's what I was gonna say. And
pull
the
it back.
Vegeta that came out that made Battering Laser banned.
I forgot about that card.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Wipe a tear for objection anytime I talk about the ban list. But set 14, we're gonna be talking about. Matt is gone. He went to hell.
Bye, Matt.
Okay, bye, Matt.
Don't worry, I have on good authority. You come back. as
Yeah.
a Super Saiyan 4.
There we go.
But
So we're judging 3 things here: a card that overperformed, a card that underperformed, and a card that you gotta get from set 14. These are all set 14 exclusives. And Armando, before I make any more of a fool of myself, go ahead and kick off with your picks.
I am so surprised that you got that without messing it up. Like
What do you mean? I messed up the whole beginning part.
But the recovery was good.
Yeah,
Oh,
your
of
recovery was
course,
on
that's-
point. And I was trying to make a point not to smile as much on this
You already
this
did.
episode. That way,
We'll find a good thumbnail at some point.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
gonna.
that-
Yeah, Eric
Right-
Sletto
right
will
now,
get
there
you.
you go. That was it.
a thumbnail of me not doing that. But anyway, so overperformed, and this is kind of a bad deck, but I've been playing a lot of it as like a fun deck. It's the U7 Gohan. This Frieza Unison that I thought was absolutely trash has been overperforming so much for me in the deck. It's so fun to play. You get a free combo. It can either protect itself, or you can use it to. It can either protect itself, or you can if your opponent clears it, your leader plays a free vanilla. So it can protect itself, it can protect your leader, you get a free draw out of it. I've been really enjoying it for me, and the art is awesome. So for me, the U7, the Gohan deck in total has been overperforming. I thought it would be like just worse launch, unplayable, but it's actually a lot of fun. So yeah, U7, that engine's been overperforming for me. I really like it. Cards I think you should pick up. So if you don't already have, and I'm going to be focusing in on like foils, if you don't already have the foil Spirit Boost super combos from this set, I've been playing a lot of different games, testing a lot of stuff up. They're actually really good, especially with high life awakened leaders. For example, the Vegito leader. If you run those super combos, it lets you open up either a multicolor strategy or a high life total strategy. Because the new super combos, when you Spirit Boost, you can tuck under your Unison, plus your Unison a marker and draw a card. So you still get like that quote unquote hand plus or hand zero out effect, but it also nets you another resource, that being a Unison marker, which is becoming a more and more important resource to play the game. Specifically in decks like Vegito, you want a Spirit Boost to play Calamity Goku or Tapion. So you're going to be Spirit Boosting. You're going to have high life, so your tuck one under, draw two super combos aren't going to be active. So that means you're either running a multicolor super combo or you're running these. More and more, I'm finding my opponents aren't playing into something where the multicolor super combo can punish them by resting a leader. So to me, I really think those super combos, you should pick them up now while the foils are cheap. Just like people who picked up the tuck one under, draw two super combos, just like the multicolor super combos. Anytime there's a playable super combo, you should pick it up in foil before it skyrockets in price. In terms of underperformed, I want to say SS4 Vegeta so bad because that deck sucks, but it's not.
It's not set 14, unfortunately.
Exactly, it's
Just
not
going
set
for the
14.
hate.
So I will say, and I wanted to say Helku as well, but unfortunately, we even had. Granted, Brian Samuel's actually a national champion, but yeah, the underperforming is tough for me. For me, it would be the free negates that you get by spirit boosting effects. Like the red one is difference of status. I think the green one's wicked mimicry. I thought these stuff were going to be like the new dormant potential, the new whatever the red one is. I can't remember the red one. But I thought they were going to be really awesome free negates that get extra effects when you spirit boost. And to me, they were definitely underperforming. Everyone welcome Matt. He joined us. Matt, really quick.
Matt,
Matt.
We're doing a set 14 recap where we talk about a card that's overperformed, a card that's underperformed, and a card we think somebody should pick up.
And just FYI, Armando's covered the whole super combo archetype and all the spirit boost extra card archetype.
Okay, I'm sorry.
He takes everything as usual.
Okay.
I'm just gonna put myself on mute here real fast, and you take it away, guys.
Yeah, you should specifically pick up the green super combo.
It's got Hercule.
So I guess I'll jump in now, or
Yeah, go ahead, man.
all right.
Floor is yours.
So a card that I find that overperforms is the Toppo. You know, the Majin Buu. That's the new Toppo. I mean, it's an easy choice, but in reality, there's so many counters to it to remove it. But with green, they don't really expect it. They expect dormant potential, etc. Right? So right now, with it not so having so much visual on it, actually, Joseph from DBM played it, and he said it overperformed, and he explained why. And especially if you're playing hand destruction and you were to play this card, and then they swing into it, even if it's one turn, then your next turn you do complete hand destruction, you could take away their whole hand. Like with Nick's deck, Cell Search, for example. You know, if he were to play the Majin Buu, someone swung, they dumped 2, they couldn't finish game. His next turn, he could strip their whole hand and destroy them easily. Like, it's very strong for green. A card. I don't have a card that underperforms, but I feel like there's a deck that's lightly slept on. I feel like with enough practice, the right pilot and the right build, the new Android 17 leader with its chain and all could be really, really well. Like, I feel like that secret rare is underrated as well. I know blue it'll have a hard time. Because as it goes up its chain, there's cards that only have barrier, not deflect. So, but I mean, outside of blue, I feel like that Android 17 could actually have potential. And with the unison that it plays, with the spirit boost and the leader spirit boost effect, you could KO anything. So if someone were to go for a game other than their unison or leader, you could just use the spirit boost and KO the whole card. Like when people used to shoot Gesh and play the Goku explosive. So it has that built in the deck. It has a lot of filtering, a lot of draw power. It works from its drop area, and it has a lot of deflect and barrier.
So,
So,
I'm gonna just
Yeah,
touch
I
on
thought
that
the
really
spirit
quick.
boost only worked on your turn for KOing.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
It's not.
Okay.
It's not on
Frank
purpose.
got robbed.
No, yeah, but it's because I just played somebody and they told me they said they thought that as well, but they said that they were told by somebody that's like somewhat of a judge saying that you can play it on your turn as well. So then I guess the ruling he gave is wrong.
I
But
think on the card it says it if it's your turn. I'm pretty sure. I don't know because I was looking into building that deck as well,
yeah,
but it's still really good regardless, but
No, no,
not
no.
as
Yeah.
busted.
It
Yeah.
is the cost is it
You
has
got
to be your
Mythbusters
turn.
on it.
Yeah, the cost
Oh
is it has to-
shit. Okay, so that stalls out the deck for sure, but still overall, if you're not playing blue, I still feel like the deck is very strong.
Frank's
I
like
feel
never
like
mind. Never mind. 17's underperforming.
when it comes to that play, but that's what the guy literally just told me when we just played the upper hand tournament. So, you know, but overall though, I still feel like, especially as a best of one, that can perform. Maybe a best of 3 I could see, but as a best of 1, and
I have a
it
question for you.
not
Did
being
you
a
call it
playable.
judge?
Did I call it? No. No, he didn't do it against me anyways, but when we finished the match and I won, he was explaining that to me. But either or, just overall, I just feel like it's slept on, and with the format being a best of 1, I feel like it's a deck that people could play and potentially top with, because it's not a deck that you play
Gen
against.
Con is coming up, so like there is some best of 3 that does exist. Let's not ignore that though.
Yeah.
But yes, for us Canadians who can't travel, best of
Yeah.
1.
But yeah, for real though, like I really enjoyed the deck. Whether it's competitive or not, I just feel like it's slept on. There's always a leader or a chain that's always slept on, or no one's really digging into it because there's certain decks that limit them from wanting to play it. And I just feel like Android 17 has potential.
Who's gonna jump in?
I'm stealing the spotlight now.
Get on it.
Just because I keep looking at these cards and just so where these
Reading them for the
cards?
first time.
Yeah, even though I was playing them
His
today.
pick hasn't been stolen yet, so he's
No,
like,
yeah,
"Come
that's
in."
why I gotta come in. Okay, we'll start with card. I think you need to get super combos. I think is a good one, especially like value wise. But I think the wherever the Tapion Calamity Challenge, because they're dirt cheap. They're dirt cheap, especially for the SBRs. They look beautiful, but 1 energy for a double strike draw card for a spear boost off of Unison. Like I think that's pretty good for blue, especially now that the meta is slower. You have to have 3 or more energy in Soul Striker. You play your Unison for 3, then you still can play this. That's what I was doing today. My Soul Striker build was horrible, so if anybody that was watching the stream knows it was suffering for both me and the viewers. But this cleared a couple unisons for me, got a couple markers off so I can go into my chain. The whole thing of the deck was to go into that old 5-drop to bounce back, go into Ultra Instinct. Barely worked. But having this double strike out and a draw, I was using the horrible this unison for it, which I do not recommend. But it pluses 2, so the Spirit Boost, I still was playing this for 3, and I still ended the turn with 4 markers. For a deck that, like, something that overperformed, like, there's part of me that wants to say Jiren, but I know it's not Jiren. I say specifically the Topo Unison, because I thought that was way worse than when I actually played it. The Topo Unison, I thought it was going to be absolutely helpless, but it gains markers so fucking fast. Like, it is ridiculous. Like, I'm just like, I'm never going to use this -7 ability. I've used that -7 ability probably out of the maybe not 20 games with that deck, maybe like 15 games with that deck. I've probably used it 4 or 5 times already, which is ridiculous for like that big of an ability on a 1-cost unison. So I think that overperformed, and then the rest of the Jiren deck underperformed. That not having protection is obviously really bad in a deck where you need stuff on the field. The only thing that you can give barrier to is the 1-drops. If you go into the 4-drop, you have to go into the base set 5-drop. So you know what? Screw it. My underperforming is the tournament Jiren. I don't think that card's that good. I don't think it's worth, which I'm glad that it's not a busted 5-drop that you need for the deck, because it is the only Jiren that doesn't recycle itself. Every other Jiren draws 1, searches top 5, or just replaces itself. That's the only Jiren where you search top 7, which is good to find basically any Jiren, but you have to bottom deck a card afterwards. So you're going -1 in hand when everything else replaces itself, and that deck does not draw until you're on your backside. You got to pull a life and then hope to God you go into your 1-drops. So I think that will be my underperforming, is that specific tournament card, because I'm glad that wasn't the set card and the tournament card being the 5-drop that's actually good and has the only protection in the deck.
If the other 5-drop was the tournament pack card, that'd be, you're right, it'd be a $60 card.
Yeah.
Exactly.
$40 plus.
Yeah. That card, the Jiren, when I first saw it, was expensive as hell, but that was just because there was only one tournament that was given out at. They were like $70, but I'm just like, yeah, this card isn't worth it, and I'm glad. I'm glad I don't need to get it for the deck, because I think that's just an extra target if you need something, and I never really had a problem getting 4 or 5 drops to my hand. My problem is taking a life and then not finding a 1-drop in my top 7, because when I mulligan, I got all 1-drops to my hand.
Yeah.
But
I will say the TP at least finds the topo or your super combo, which is pretty good.
yeah,
But yeah, I agree with you.
yeah, it's
I like the Jiren deck. It was fun when I played against you. We played a few times, and
Yeah.
that deck is strong.
It's strong, but against the right deck, anything that can just pop stuff like 1 max power, and oh well, there goes my Zenith. Oh, there goes my 4-drop. Well, I got to start this chain again.
Your sweet voice is putting Karl to sleep, man.
Carl, I'll rub the top of your head while you drink a beer. We'll hypnotize you to sleep. What's your picks?
For real, I'm really scrambling around what to choose for now.
Scrambling Assault, good pick.
Yeah.
That's too bad.
I will go like the thing that I would say that overperform. It's not broken, but like it's really fun to play. It's the new Xeno Goku package with the skill list. For real, like I've been a fan of Kitku since it came out, and I think the package is really good. It does a lot for what it does like inside of Kitku, like playing a bunch of skill lists and still play the thwarting engine, the marvelous might, and the blocker one. I think the engine does a lot since into the archetype. I think one card that underperform and for now it's mostly of all the cards of the Xeno Shinsenran. I think most of the cards are too fair at this point to like be really good. Like you open and choose what's gonna happen, and as Armando stated in the few games that we had each other, like a good player is gonna see the top decks you're gonna get, and is gonna be able to maybe like play around and know what's gonna hit them in the face coming up. So I think for now, until we get new support, it doesn't like.
And just touching on that, because that's a really good point. Any strategy where you reveal the top card of your deck and add it to your hand, anyone you're playing against worth their salt is going to keep a mental note. So if I play against Karl and I know he ripped 3 extra cards from the top of his deck, and I know he hasn't charged any, whatever his hand is, I can subtract 3 5Ks from the combo power because I know they're all extra cards, right? So on the one hand, it's great because you're drawing a lot of cards, but on the other hand, your opponent's going to know what's in your hand, which is never a good thing.
Yeah. So like usually they're gonna be able to set up like, even if I counterplay, you need to choose like remove 2 markers with like the good amount of drop cards in the drop and the warp, and really sure to know your numbers to hit the markers well enough to do a big play, or they're just gonna keep their unison and just swing once and like survive on that and go to the next turn. So the card on paper is really good, but at the same time, it's too fair to be good right now. And I think the cards, I'm still hesitating between 3 cards right now, but I'll say this card. This card need to be picked up right now. It's so insane. If it comes up, damn. But fuck Putin. I fucking hate it.
You're still salty?
Oh man, 2 games in a row with Putin tonight. Fuck that.
Hey man, overwhelm and then do your shit.
Jay wants
Yeah.
to go next.
Nope.
Oh wait, sorry, Jay's got to be last. Matt, go.
Thank you. Thank you.
My
Wait,
favorite part about
Matt.
that is that you accepted it. You didn't even like talk. Where you're like, Jay, you're up, and you're like, no, I'll pass.
Here's
I
that's my thumbnail is gonna be there.
The one I was thinking of picking up is the same one that Karl just showed. Not even like that art is just like, Karl, hold it up again.
Hold up.
What like amazing, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to look at.
Exactly.
Like from like the like an art perspective, I think that one's awesome. But exactly when
Yeah.
it's a risky card to play. In terms of a lot of things that can hit it, depending on like the color, I guess, that you're in the matchup that you're looking at. But I think like that is that's my boy. So I'll try and think of one that you should pick up right now.
Karl, show the other card that was in your hand. No. The Shenron one. That's the one. To steal that, yeah. No, that card sucks.
He's trying to delay as much time for you, Matt. Come on.
yeah, exactly.
There's a card that I just found out about today. It's a yellow card. Son Goku, Return of the Dragon Fist. The 8-drop. He has Deflect Double Strike. Look into him.
Yeah,
This card, yeah, I want to get it like 2 of them. He could be just a good sideboard for yellow.
That's my boy that Karl just held up. I think that's like my guy I would recommend is the Bardock Unison. As I'm slowly building the old Black Hatch, I think that's
This guy plays all the decks.
I'll
This
say
guy
this
plays all
much.
the decks that go to turn 3,000.
It's exhausting.
Yeah.
It really, really is.
Like baby
Play
gets
what
hit
makes
and
you
just
happy.
baby gets hit
Armando
and
will
then he's just
Armando's gonna hate on anything.
And yeah, it's true. I do like play games that take forever. But yeah, that's definitely my pick. Is like the Bardock Unison. I do like the minus effect, like the -2 till the end of your opponent's next turn. They can't attack with battle cards unless they
weirdly
shoot.
not a good effect in Hatch, but
Right.
I think I know why you do that now. It's because it gives you more time away from the family.
That's
The
exactly
longer
it.
your game goes. Now I know.
Now I can't show this to my wife. Thanks, Nick. That's great.
Yeah, I bet she was our #1 viewer.
Yeah.
She gives that like.
Everyone.
Even those,
our
like,
subs
Matt-
are going down.
Matt's wife, how's it going?
It was bad enough I got bad info on the Android 17 today. 'Cause that's what I was told. So I'm like,
Yeah, sorry, the -2 isn't like in regards just to Hatch. I'm just talking about the card in general.
Yeah, that's good.
I like what that does. It has like some flexibility there. So that's
those
my
two.
overperforming. Oddly enough, this card I'd say like for my underperforming is the card that really like effed me. I'd say like today would be the Vidal with all her strength. I think that card is like really good, but I was under the impression that when you played the card, and let's say they had no battle cards on board, that your opponent was forced to neg 2 cards out of hand. But I've seen like the ruling that that's not the case. So nothing happens. And I think like that's very, very unfortunate. I think that makes the card like
because I think it's drop 2 cards if you don't choose a battle card and KO it.
correct.
So if I choose not to drop anything and I have no targets, I'm still fulfilling the requirements of the skill.
Exactly. I think that makes the card like a lot more fair. When I originally saw the card, I thought that I was under the impression of that's how that actually worked. But it's still like I think a really solid card, and Nick played it on me a handful of times tonight, so that's super duper.
Yeah,
So one of-
I heard Nick basically went undefeated today. So
What did you play
Basically.
today? Nick?
I did it for you, Armando.
2-0, baby. 2-0.
Vidal leader. God, you almost
I always
milled
go
out.
undefeated after I'm defeated.
You played Vidal? That's cool.
yeah.
Ask
So for the inside joke there, it's Matt, Nick, and I were talking, and I jumped in the conversation, and Nick goes, "Oh, Armando, I went undefeated after my loss to you, or something like that." And Nick's like, or Matt goes, "Well, then you didn't go undefeated."
No, because you were complaining about your table going into the last match, and I was like, "You're welcome. I went undefeated after a match for you."
Yeah,
These games are tearing us
Nail me
apart.
to the cross, and
exactly. Good,
Our martyr.
good people. So, Nick, do you have any trip picks?
I'm the roast sauce of this video because he just stole mine.
Is that your underperformer or is that your overperformer?
It's actually kind of both. So like I'm tying these in together. So this card's both an underperformer and overperformer. I think it's a one of in the deck. At the end of the day, I've noticed something that it does is it gives me a lot of information. So when I do have my opponent with a valuable target on board that they do not want to be KO'd, I had another match with this where they had comboed up. I played this and I was like, "What do you want to do?" And I instantly knew I had to combo out of their attack and not take it because it showed me what the rest of their play lines were going to be just based off of that and them discarding cards in hand to make sure the damage went through. So I still think it existing in the deck and you kind of being able to play around it is good, but probably just a one of. Like a straight up underperformer, I was hoping this could do a little bit more, but card's trash. So that's just straight up underperformer on its own.
For now.
Nah, I think this is bad. Overperformer, I'd say Vidal. She was just going to be my meme deck for the set, but I really think it's just I never thought it would be better to launch, but I really think it is. I've been messing around with the blue-green version of it, and yeah, this deck with Bean is just pure gas. If I'm allowed to do my thing, I can end the game easily on either turn 3 or 4, and it's pretty oppressive. Going against some other stronger meta decks, I really feel like I'm in control with a leader that's 5k that feels kind of snapped.
But then turn
Actually,
5 is when you get milled out by your drawing your whole.
I almost
fucking
milled
deck.
myself out.
That was insane.
But this
oh
is
my
my
God.
pickup card. So I was on the record of saying this is the new worst green SCR in the game. So that's what I originally said. After testing with it, card snapped.
I've called that card unplayable, and I've also lost exclusively because of that card.
I liked it from the start, to be honest.
Yeah.
I realized, like, looking at it, I was like, okay, like, there's, like, it's... I never considered it completely unplayable. I think all green SCRs are actually
Unplayable.
quite techie good, but at the end of the day, like, they weren't as impactfully strong as other SCRs in the game. That, you know, maybe they had some situational things that were nice, but not necessarily as good as they could have been. But yeah, at the end of the day, for the green energy in this, it's really not too hard to leave 2 up. You're forcing your opponent to either play around this or Bupo, then new negate. So gives them a bit of a hard time, I would say.
Did you
I
just
wanted to
dub that
ask
name?
you.
Yeah, we're calling it Bubo. So
Oh,
it's Majin Buu and
We're not
Bubo.
calling it Boo. Don't make that a thing, please.
It's already a thing.
Call it a Boo Negate. Okay.
Eh.
I wanted to ask you though,
Boogate.
Nick. You mentioned the Pan Unison. Are you still playing that with the Videl deck?
I'm actually playing both. So I'm playing the
Hmm.
Videl or the Pan Unison. I'm running her to 4-of because
Yeah.
it just forces my opponent to do what I want.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I just plus too hard. And like for 1 energy, I don't care if they get rid of it.
So she's still good with the deck then.
I think she's the best one, but I've been running the Great Saiyaman at 2-of, just
Mhm.
because for early game he's really good. After that, it's kind of whatever. So it just between 6 cards, I'm gonna find it. I'm just gonna hard mulligan for a Unison at the start. I'm gonna get it.
Mm.
So yeah, he's really good because he pluses. If they want to get rid of it, that's fine. He allows me to self awaken. I'm guaranteed to deck thin and start my engine out with him. So I've yeah, in his own right, he's sort of overperformed, but he's so specific of a card for that deck that that's fine.
Yeah, I would put him honestly at the same tier of overperforming as that red Frieza I was showing. I think that's like they're very similar in terms of the quality, and I think it's a really good Unison. I'm excited to see if other skill strategies can use him in the future.
Well, he's also so cute because you can literally use your. That's why I like the Gohan or Saiyaman draw 2 super combo, because I can just take a super combo or take a skillless in hand, bottom deck it, and then plus with the Unison get it back.
Mhm.
That's good.
He did it to me, if you're wondering.
That's how I almost decked out.
Yep. It's good to a point.
I wasn't even scared of losing. I was like, I'm just gonna deck out.
Jay,
Okay, so my underperforming cards. We'll start off with those because I got a bunch of them. We'll start off with set 14. Well, you started the set 14 promos, so I'm gonna include the set 14 promos in this. This guy.
overperformed.
We were
That's-
talking
that's-
about that last night.
That's your
That's the
MVP.
spice.
That's the
Underperformed.
spice.
The spice.
This man's
No
been playing
deflect.
Raditz.
No deflect, and then you can only bring out a 4-cost green or red Vegeta or Nappa. And I think I was looking at this with Rosas yesterday. There's only 1 target each.
Yeah, because it's not 4. It's not. It's not 4 or less. It's just 4. So I think it's
4.
the Prince of Darkness SPR, which is cool that you can take that out. And it's what was it? A 4-drop Nappa that was dual double. So it's like yeah, sure, you can get some beat sticks, but guess what? You're playing down a 3-cost without deflect to play 2 4-costs that don't have deflect either. I think the Vegeta might.
And you need one of your opponent's cards to play it. It's not even like it's free. Like there's a serious precondition.
Yeah.
There's the Nappa, right? That does the.
That felt
burn
so
thing?
good to pull.
Yeah.
Hey,
The fact they gave that a winner is just like, what?
Well, and the Super 17, like I wanted that to be. I wanted a reason to play that green one so bad. Like the green, I bought the green cell ones before they announced that. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be. Oh wait, what the hell? Like, why?
It's too fair, but at least it's cool. Like this one is just, it's fun. Like this is virtually unplayable, but at least it's like significantly more playable than the Raditz.
Yeah.
Like,
Is there any good TPs from this set?
I don't know. Is this one good?
Like, are any of them good?
Just the reprint Violent Rays, I think.
The reprints are both good. The Vegeta and Kaba promo is actually really good.
Yeah.
That's like a 3-drop, and then it has a Spirit Boost, gives your leader 10k for the battle or something. And you play a Unison with 3 markers, which is snapped. And then it really is just sorry, I'll rephrase that. Yeah, that's the card. It's the same as every set, where the red TPs are the chases, and everything else sucks.
Nah, you're missing on the
Try to
drop.
pull red.
You're missing on the
Clearly, this
3-drop
man
card.
didn't pull any thwartings.
Yep.
Me?
No, I didn't.
Armando.
I freaking I pulled I pulled thwartings out of my wallet. Is how I.
That's why it doesn't value them.
You're forgetting about that 3-drop Bardock.
It's terrible.
I know.
Sorry. Okay, we're stealing Jay's spotlight here.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. Underperforming card, Opening the Gates of Hell. A beautiful card in terms of the SPR, but playability I haven't really seen anyone
Anybody.
use it on a best of 1 format. It might come back in the best of 3 format, but there's too many conditions. You got to spirit boost 1 cost. Turn 2 is the earliest time you could do it.
To awaken with the leader. If you want to awaken with the leader, yeah, you got to do it on turn 2. It's not bad. Like in the deck, it's made for. It's good. You run it as a 4 of because it's the only way to get your engine off. But I get what you're saying.
And then for something that people should get, I think everybody's kind of covered. The super combos and all the unisons and the extra cards. And all the new topos and the Oceanus, but the one card that comes to mind would be the Android Secret Rare. I know we called it, I think, the second best, but
I called it the first. Another Bloodlust. Come on.
Yeah.
They already
you
made
called it the
Bloodlust the one.
first. For me, the Goku Frieza was number 1 just because of the collector's aspect of it, but Android, I think Super 17 is it called?
It's Super 17 Sister Absorbed or something like that.
Yeah,
What a
something
weird
like that.
name.
Sibling absorbed.
Sibling.
blonde-
But yeah, the
Sister
the
absorbed.
green and the yellow SCRs are like dirt cheap. Like if anyone doesn't have those, there's almost like if you've got your stuff from the set, there's kind of no point trying to open up a box and pull them. Like just buy it, like $100.
The Blondie droid.
Yeah, the Blondie droid is sitting at about like $90. While
God damn it.
That's
the
Fabio
Majin
17.
Kai absorbed is at like 103.
That secret rare is good, like I mentioned with the Android 17. That secret rare I find is really good. I think it'll come around eventually.
Makes you want to
Lucas,
build a yellow deck. What? Please go on.
You should Google Sister Absorbed right now with a safety
I was-
search off.
I was literally gonna dub it the brother sister fister, but like there's the
Oh,
Armando
man.
disgusted face for the night. There we go. Everyone clip that, Eric. There you go. You have the smile
Man.
too.
For real, the disgusted face should be at the thumbnail now.
Every time.
Every time. There's
You're
at
gonna
least one in the
disappoint
last
Eric if you
5
do that.
episodes.
So I do think the Jay's said it, but I don't think anyone else actually said it. The Oceanus Negate, that's a card like honestly, and I know I don't want to hype it any more than it already is because I don't own any yet. But that's a card that's going to hit Violent Ray's level of pricing because it's so splashable, and it basically late game it's a baby hatch. Like if your opponent only has 7 or 8 cards in deck, they can't swing. So, and it's a blocker too. Like it's a negate followed by a block. It's really good. It's going to force a lot of people to play the weenie counterplays, like the red Vegeta, the green Focus Breakthrough, the
Beerus Ball.
Beerus Ball. Yeah, exactly. It's going to force people to play that kind of stuff because it's just cheaper, free removal. But yeah,
Everything except for the yellow one, because that one fucking sucks.
The most important part about the Oceanus aspect it is not leader locked, so you could
And it's
run in
black.
anything.
And it's not specified cost.
Is that a TP, that one?
No,
No,
it's SR. It's the SR that I think Jay got, what, 1 out of your whole case? Like, or was it
Wow.
3?
No. I think we had.
It was 3. It wasn't a
You
full
got-
play
you-
set.
No, you got me the other one.
I had one in my
and
box.
then I think the upper hand had someone traded in 2 or something.
Well, they're like $20, so like they're still
Yeah.
not dirt cheap by any means.
$20 is cheap. I would pick up a playset for $20 each right now.
Yeah.
Well,
it went,
US.
it went down a lot.
So 500 Canadian.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Let me just
5,000.
let me just go see my mortgage advisor. I'll remortgage the house and get a place out of the Oceanus.
And,
I think you mean your second.
And I want to talk about the runner-up. I think this card is pretty well designed. It's pretty insane what it does for what it costs to take it out. Like
I
swing.
think that
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say I think that could be a splashable card. Like it's a swing with crit, 3 energy, and then it restands itself at the end of the turn, and it's a blocker, right? And
Yep.
it warps something when it swings, and it's not leader locked.
It's not leader lock, and you don't have a cost a cost limit, so you can warp like a 10 cost or a 12 cost. Doesn't matter. Just it doesn't go through barrier, but it's insanely good card design.
If you could get around the 9 drops, then Shenron, it's great.
The one Sin Shenron player left.
The other.
Wait. There was a sin shredder on that top.
Yeah, it was you in disguise.
The other foils I would highly recommend you picking up that I just remembered when we were talking about like mono and multicolors. The multicolor cards from this set are actually really good future-proof cards to pick up in foil if you don't have them. They're like common, uncommon, and rare. One of them is a Gohan and Piccolo that supports Green Goku leaders. I guarantee you, I would bet my house that there will be more Green Goku leaders printed in the future. So
I hope so.
Just because of feet. Like,
There's-
feet comment, huh?
there's so much Green Goku support, so you might as well get those foil while they're cheap, just in case they're ever good. And they have Revive, which is admittedly a terrible skill, but whatever.
The red yellow bearers too.
The Red Yellow Beerus, which actually Eric Soletta was main decking in his top and cooler list, which was a super spicy card. That's just a really good card to play in general. So yeah, I would say those cards. Maybe pick up foil. The Cybermen, unless you're going to play Nappa or something, don't bother. But yeah.
He was running the negates as well that you mentioned too, right? In his cooler deck.
Yeah, I think so.
What is it called? What?
Yeah,
No,
the,
Oceanus, yeah.
Oceanus. Yeah.
Oceanus. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, because it forces your opponent's not milling 4 when, like, if you're playing cooler, I'm not going to mill 4 to take another swing.
I wonder if he would be good in Janemba then, because people are bringing back Janemba.
Can't
Can't play it.
5 cost.
5 cost.
They thought about it.
Oh my god.
Mhm.
It's 4 or less, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, you can't run
Wow.
5 or higher in the deck, sadly, or else
Wow.
I would have God sealed all day long. But
Just bringing
Yeah,
back
that's-
nightmares.
Oh, and
that's
Bandai, don't put blocker on the leader again.
Come on, it was for the unison.
yeah,
Don't
the
put blocker on the leader.
blocker's fine. I like leader blockers, man.
I do. I got a Vidal, love it.
So yeah, that's basically it in terms of all we really wanted to talk about. You get some cards to pick up that you might not have considered. You got to know what our favorite cards are and what we're playing coming out of the set. So
And disregard the Android 17 comments. Bad info, right? Oh,
Yeah.
well.
hey, no, we got it. As long as I remember to pick everything up before the video goes live that I want from the set, we're good.
Well, you got about a day.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the foil Goku and Vegeta 1-drops, the skillless. If you don't have those and you want to play the Gogeta engine, that's a good pickup. Like
Yeah.
there's just
Even the 6 drops, for real, the 6 drops not bad.
Yeah, they're like $1, like
Yeah.
foil, like for a rare.
yeah.
Pick that up. Like that's just dirt cheap.
It's funny because when the set dropped, all these cards were terrible, and now we're like, oh man, now that all the good decks are banned.
Yeah.
But that was a huge discussion from people too, like with everything, where everyone's just like, this set will be as good as how hard the emergency ban is, and they like props off to Banda, like they really listen to that, and they couldn't have done much better on that ban list.
Yeah, they could have not hit King Vegeta as hard and say,
Nah,
So
you know
people-
what?
I mean,
like,
Screw it.
For
It
the
had its
most part,
time.
like that was like 9.5 out of 10 as far as the ban list went. Like they could have e-banned list and only done half of that, and it just wouldn't have impacted the meta enough. So like, yeah, obviously there's a victim, but
I sent you guys the photo of my switching gears coming in the mail on the Monday, right? The Monday after the ban list. Awesome.
that was me with Turles. I took a year off from Black after that. I was like,
Yeah.
that was the first. That's when I first started buying foil PR cards, and I was like, then literally the last one came in the mail the day it got banned, and I was like, fuck Black.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll do it.
So me and Karl, we were hanging out. We were like test playing, just chilling. And I'm like, do you think they'll do an emergency ban list? He's like, no. The next morning I wake up, I look at my phone, there's an emergency ban list. I messaged him right away.
Karl, I see a basketball behind you. Do you think you can sink something in there, a basketball net?
Can you dunk it?
See it?
Woo!
Swish.
Kobe.
Yeah, I was impressed.
Did he get
Now,
it?
now you gotta buy him a secret rare.
No, it's
It went in front and only
Yeah.
hit the.
Yeah, I didn't miss it.
it just goes to show he does it a lot. A lot of practice.
Royce was gonna Photoshop it.
What do you think? I'm a magician here?
Yes, you are.
Someone's face is gonna be on that ball.
Photoshop.
This is. I don't even know. I'm barely awake. I just started school. Like I started the 3rd year of school today. God, waking up at human hours. This is ridiculous. I don't know how you guys do it. I feel like death.
You're in like what, grade 7 now, or?
Yeah, I'm grade 7. I'm gonna go to the junior high prom soon. So if any of you guys want to go on, if literally me saying this is putting me on a fucking list. Like
That's
All of your videos make sense now, honestly.
like brother, sister, fist, or this. God, there's gotta be something every video that's just gonna be put up at my trial. Just gonna be like, really? Like, you honestly think we're gonna believe you, you scummy fuck? Speaking of that,
All
Fight
the
Night 6 was great, guys. Glad you came out. I know Jay wanted to, Jay, you talk about the rest. I'm dragging the name in the dirt, even though I was the one who commentated on it.
Armando, just break it.
Yeah, it was a great event.
I don't even know what you guys are talking about.
Great
I've never-
event. I think we hit over 110 people at one point
20.
during
120.
120.
I think it was 126. I took a picture of the stats because I'm just like, it's gonna be a long time before I hit these again.
Was that concurrent? 126?
Concurrent, yeah. It was like live views was like 1100
it's
by the end.
consecutive, Matt. It's actually consecutive.
Yeah.
They were
One
keeping
person at a
track of the
time.
people
I
watching.
thought it was aggregate. I thought it was the aggregate.
The aggregate, I think,
126
was
is very impressive.
It was ridiculous. We were hovering 100 for like a good at least hour or two, especially when Armando doesn't remember what happened. He's got severe PTSD from that event because the community picked his deck list. So there was a Jackie
He's
Chun
so
in there.
Canadian, he actually listened to all of them.
On that point, Armando, can you say where Sublet touched you on this? On this? Just.
I didn't even
Lower.
play. I didn't
Lower.
even play
Oh,
something.
wait! I
Turn
forgot
it
that.
around.
I forgot that part.
Now put your finger in.
Is it here? Is it here? No, where?
You know what? My mom was proud of me, and that's what matters. Okay.
Oh my
But
god.
Jay, please keep going on. We always interrupt you. It's part of the meme now.
That's okay. So we had 4 plus 1 great rounds.
Well spoken.
So
I'll-
watch the stream.
That last one was
on,
miserable.
Kraken Cards.
Don't
Yeah,
do what
definitely watch
Don
the stream on
don't
Kaoken
does.
Cards. He will be uploading everything on YouTube. He'll break down the rounds, so it's not a 8-hour day for you guys to watch us,
Yeah.
the whole event at the same time.
You'll just have like a link to the VOD until it's gone in the description.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll put a link to the VOD.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start uploading the first match tomorrow. Maybe do a match a day or a match every other day. But I just did the 2 clips. I uploaded one literally before we did this, just of that little smash reveal that I put together with Christian, and I thought that was pretty crispy. I know a lot of people in the chat were like, "What the what?" Like they actually got hyped for a second, so that was good. And then I know the commemorative photo, the first ever on stream, that was up there. It was already. It's already on my video.
And it's also on the DBSL Facebook page.
That's true. Exactly.
Highlight of the night. It was an amazing highlight. Pac-Man, well done.
We don't know
Well,
if he won the
people
whole
don't know what
set. We
happened
don't know
with
if we
that.
won the whole set. We just know he won that match with a commemorative photo. So
That's
Salt Boy
true.
could have taken it back. Which
I'm surprised
shout
there
out to
weren't
him
more
too for
decks with
taking it.
Commemorative photo during Fight Night 6.
Maybe that would help
Armando
me
could've-
win.
That's actually how you would have won. If you would have just done 4 commemorative photos on him, like the
That was the thing.
disrespect Sublet would have had.
Yeah, I would have won in the chat instead of just
Exactly. You would have won in everyone's hearts, but instead you were forced to play Jackie Chun and something else happened.
Like I put a lot of time in that Jackie Chun list, man.
You should have brought that out first.
I had so many spicy cards in all my deck lists, and I was like, man, this is not
Man.
good.
When I looked at the link and I saw what he was playing, what you were playing, I wanted to message you and just be like, just play different decks. This is not fair.
It was a blast, though. Thank you. You guys should all watch it. We should be doing, or we rather, Jay and Rosehouse should be doing another one in a month. Next month, you guys do it, or have you guys figured it out?
Haven't figured it out yet. Still trying to
It
get
was-
the season 1 winner
Yeah.
cards figured out with TCG medals. Once we get that finalized, that's when I'm gonna release the schedule for the next 3 fight nights.
I heard
And then
Rosehouse is back in school, so he's gonna have like ISUs and parent-teacher meetings and stuff. He's
Yeah,
gotta
it's
go
true. Yeah, I'll have to go to the after school. What are those called? Like the after school programs before my mom can pick me up in her caravan, and then
I'm sure if you get a note from your mom, you'll be good.
yeah, but like then I'll have to miss PE class.
You already look good. You're fine.
There we go.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. But
I do want to say thank you to Nick, amazing judge. Armando
I
stepping into judge also. Rosas with the amazing commentary. Jimmy from Hermit Style, great commentary, keeping the crowd going. There was a lot of people in the background. Christian with the artwork, that was amazing. I've run out. I've got nobody else.
I watched the video. It was really enjoyable. But yeah, I felt bad for Armando. It was pretty rough for you.
But yeah,
the community pick his decks. Who cares?
Still, like, shout out to Hermit Style. Like, they put on a show. Obviously, those guys put in a lot of work testing and putting some spice together. There was definitely some meta decks in there, but a good mix of just some spicy decks of what people just really enjoyed playing and made it as competitive as they could. And it was really just good to see everyone having fun within the Discord there.
absolutely aggressive amount of the usage of the word crispy
Crispy.
on stream. I was like, man, if I got $1 every time, I'd hit my salary like 2 hours ago.
hey, they were crispy. What can I say? What's next? Like, I honestly can't think of anything else. Everyone says spicy, and then now everyone's just turning that into a meme about using Gogeta thwarting in every goddamn deck. So, what else we got?
So, Matt, I'd like it. We're going to be ending the episode, and at the end of every episode, we do like a Ginyu Force pose. And if you could lead us on the Ginyu Force pose, I'd really appreciate it.
You can do. Oh, he's gonna do Captain Ginyu. He's gonna stand up for this and go right through
He's
his
going to take his
legs.
shirt off for this. Look at this.
Oh,
Sorry
take my
to point it
shirt
out.
off.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna take
All
my
right,
headphones.
here it is. Yeah, keep the headphones on. Oh, no, whoa, we're going legit here.
I think you scared the dog.
I'm just gonna dab.
Uh,
I'm just gonna dab.
So, yeah. Thanks.
Oh, you see the dog literally got up. He's scared. He's just like, "What's going on, man? I'm trying to sleep. Fuck
And
off."
you all remember to Karl.
Stay super.
Love it.
That was the worst one yet. You can put in more effort.
It's my first team talk in weeks and weeks, man. Come on.
Yeah, Frank's like, what is this shit?
I'm all rusted out. Even gameplay the cards, I've been so busy. I'm
Do it for your
back
homie.
now.
Yeah, what
Yeah,
do you guys
do it,
do?
man.
So
Come on, Karl.
and stay super.
There you go.
He already did the doll thing. The doll thing had me
Yeah.
crying. That was too good.
Yeah, for real. Well, we should do a rap, something like that. I don't know.
You gonna ship that to Armando?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna put my children just ripped it off, but he tells
Yeah,
messages and everything.
Yeah,
So I'm
you
gonna
can
record it.
pretend it wasn't you playing with that dog clown
Someone
doll.
put a hot pocket in there. We know it.
Like,
Why
we
is there
know
a
it.
hole in the head?
Hey,
I don't
that,
care for that.
that works. That works for Armando too, because apparently he says clown too much. So clown dog. There we go. Add to the collection.
For real, I don't know what you guys talking about.
I'm going to start calling people clown dogs. That's the opening clip. That's the opener. You got to cut that and put it to the start.
That has to be. Oh my god.
I think I laughed so hard I gained a lazy
Spicy.
eye. Oh my god.
Was it the
Nice.
dog that gave you the boner?
Oh my god.
No.
I'm done.
It's done. Armando's out of here. He's fucking out of here. Oh.
For the record, For the
Oh, we did
record.
it.
for the record, it's only that. We don't. We're
The
not
lawyer's
getting
gone. There's
sued.
no point showing it.
No, we're-
R.I.P.
oh
Armando.
my god!
Oh
Oh,
my
damn.
god. That's a great way to end it.
Did we
Yeah.
lose?
We ended it with Armando leaving the team.
Oh damn!
Oh my god.
I don't
That's
think he
good.
rage quit.
No, we got a server log. It says he just left the server.
Oh my god!
He's done.